pull another pillar and load another ton, or lift another finger till the union we have won. Stand up, boys, let the bosses know. Turn your buckets over, turn your lanterns low. There's fire in your hearts and there's fire in our soul, but there ain't gonna be no fire in the hole. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that kind introduction, Anita. But let's get one thing straight. I'm not a humanitarian, I'm a hellraiser. Been all over this nation, trying to create decent working conditions for people. But just recently I was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, with a demonstration there. And this man came to me. A plump man who's never missed a meal in his life. A man who was on the city council and an owner of a business there in town. He said to me these words, "Madam, do you have a permit?" I said, "Yes, indeed, I do." "Who's your permit from?" he asked, looking through his papers, not finding one. I said my permit was from Thomas Jefferson, and George Washington, and Thomas Paine. For those are the people that said we had the right to meet, to speak freely on the streets. Now, I think you can tell by the way that I talk, though, that I wasn't actually born in America. No, I was born in Ireland in 1830. If you know anything about Ireland in those days, you know it was no place to be a Catholic person. Catholic people had no rights. We couldn't own land. We couldn't own a horse worth more than 5 shillings. We didn't have the right to raise our own children. But in 1867, yellow fever struck Memphis, Tennessee. My husband and all 4 of my children died from yellow fever. No one came to visit me. No one was permitted, for I was under quarantine. For 3 months I sat by myself, my neighbors leaving bags of groceries on my steps. I would listen to the death carts rolling by me in the street and pray that I would beat upon the next one. I became a paid union organizer for the UN, and I promise each and every one of you, when I get to heaven and when I meet my Maker, I'm going to tell God about the medieval conditions that you live in. It was you who kept me fed and sheltered. Fight like hell for the living. We must join together as men and women, blacks and whites, workers everywhere, of coal mines, of factories, of steel plants. We must say to the pirates of the human race, you can no longer rob us and murder us. We must join together.